Genye giye oka ume, omama zuru arume.
Edi enge mele Chineke, odoguna.
Nisime,
Obuye gako. Mmesoma Chineke, abuama kaijibla. Eroge Chineke mo, abotito kaijibla. Eroge.
Wana yese.
Solomu netu ya, odema.
Imoni.
Solomu tube ya, odema. Ndike Chineke.
Ayeyeyeye.
Agamako, iye Chukwu mere mode n'ụwa, ịhụnanya Chineke, karịsịa soro nto Chukwu, mgbe niile mkpọkụrụ gị, ịnasa m elele anya n'azụ, ime mkpa m ka mkpọkụrụ gị, ọkwa ịzara m.
O Chineke,
Onye dịka gị o Chineke, onye dịka gị o
aṅụrụ ndụma.
onye dịka gị o Chineke, onye dịka gị,
Ebulite ụzọ atụba.
onye dịka gị o,
Eze ndị eze.
onye dịka gị o,
Aṅụrụ ndụ.
onye dịka gị o.
Bold to defend forever the cause of freedom and of rights. Fill our hearts with true humility. Make us cherish fearless honesty and help us to resist oppressors with all our will and might forevermore. And help us to resist oppressors with all our will and might forevermore.
Hello, welcome to Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies, a research, teaching, training, and leadership institute that critically provides strategic transformational thinking to leaders and students with the opportunity to develop and create lasting impact in their institutions. Championed by a world-class faculty, one-on-one executive coaching, and peer learning, our programs are offered both online and in cohort sessions. Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies partners with academic institutions, civil society organizations, local communities looking to accelerate the impact of their leaders, more effectively engage teams, and build inclusive cultures of employee engagement and performance. We offer courses such as certificate, diploma, and advanced diploma in counseling psychology, marriage counseling, applied psychology, child mental health, conflict and peace studies, international human rights law, security and governance, and in gender studies. For enrollment, email enroll@jaglobalinstitute.org or visit us online at jaglobalinstitute.
Respected families gathered here, it is my honor to congratulate you today on behalf of the Board of Trustees of the Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute of Leadership Studies. Today, we gather on this virtual platform to celebrate a significant milestone, another graduation. To my dear graduates, I offer you warmest congratulations. Your hard work, dedication, and perseverance have brought you to this moment. You have demonstrated your ability to lead, innovate, work in a team, and excel in a rapidly changing world. As you move forward, remember that leadership is not a title, but a mindset. It's about empowering others, driving positive change, and leaving lasting impact on the world. The world needs more compassionate, visionary, and courageous leaders like you in these turbulent times. To the faculty and staff, your tireless efforts have shaped these individuals into the leaders they are today. Your commitment to excellence and student success is truly admirable. I say, Ayiko, as we say in Ghana. JAGILS is more than just an institution. It is a community of change makers. We are proud to have played a part in your journey today, students, and look forward to seeing the remarkable things you will achieve in the world after today. Once again, congratulations to you all, the graduating class. May your achievements inspire others. May your leadership bring empathy and hope to the many that needs it in the world today. Continue to shine brightly in the world of leadership wherever you find yourself. Remember, after today, you are ambassadors of peace. You are ambassadors of leadership. You are ambassadors of global leadership excellence. Go into the world and make a positive impact, not just as leaders, but as humans with empathy.
To lead an organization effectively, you need to inspire and motivate individuals you do not have direct contact with every day. You're no longer the salesperson, the marketer, or the finance person. You're actually the orchestrator of the whole thing. As you advance in your career and start leading a division, department, or organization, you must adapt your leadership style. You need to know how to communicate purpose and vision so that your organization feels empowered to execute that vision, outperform the competition, and prepare for the future. Executive Strategic Leadership Masterclass aims to influence the mindset of people to achieve their goals in leadership. It is an online course that equips experienced team leaders with the skills, strategies, and tools to guide their organizations effectively. This masterclass program is developed and taught by the Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies and is designed for existing leaders and fresh in the arena leaders, aimed at filling the gaps in strategic leadership as growing, developing, and equipping leaders to have self-value that translates to value.
As a leader, I am a collaborator and a mentor to different people. I need to delegate tasks and responsibilities to different people to showcase their God-given gifts and talents. Also, I was reminded I am a custodian of the temporal and spiritual goods of the church. I should be prepared to be accountable to my congregation, and I will be held responsible and accountable in the daily running of the affairs of the church.
And inequalities and marginalization of the most vulnerable in our societies, especially women and girls, are on the rise. Sadly, most of our school systems are no longer the cradles of innovation, of knowledge, of value systems and excellence. Hence, they have now produced leaders which are increasingly incapable of making the strategic decisions necessary to build a more peaceful and inclusive world.
As you leave your institution of learning, please remember that it is only the beginning of your life's journey. So what I did when I left school, I drew a mission statement. It will be very important for you to do a mission statement so that you are focused. Why? Because life is very short. Just the other day I was 40 years old and I'm 71 today. So if you don't stay when you're learning, and if you don't stay the course and you don't stay focused, you will just be scattered, you jump around, and at the end of the day you find you. Secondly, I would like to inform you that life is a journey indeed. So it's not so much the destination to me that matters. It is what happened on the way to your destination that will shape you into the type of human being you shall be.
Unless when he sees the footprint of others, we'll never make a discovery. When you are a human rights activist and a practitioner, you are in to make a difference. You must see beyond what others are seeing, and you must go beyond what others are doing. You must be willing to die for the values and the ideals that you believe in as a human rights practitioner. If you are able to do that, you will become a change agent.
You apply to your own role, you will come away from this course with a clear understanding of your leadership style and how to prepare for the next phase of your leadership journey. We hope you join us in Organizational Leadership, hosted by Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies.
And let me take this opportunity to welcome all of you to the 6th cohort of the Executive Strategic Leadership Management Program of the Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies. We are so excited that today we get the opportunity to graduate our 6th cohort. I am speaking in the capacity as the Executive Director of the Institute and the Chief Learning Officer. Let me say that it's indeed a welcoming news to see these amazing, talented, mid-level leaders and managers graduating from our programs today. I want to take this opportunity once again to appreciate the effort, the amount of work done. And like students, as you always know, I like to inspire you and to encourage you, to let you know that this is just the beginning of wonderful things ahead of you. As an institution, we will always be here to help you. We will always be here to stand with you. We will always share opportunities with you as you leave the walls of this institute. We don't want you to become strangers, but we want you to become impactful. We want you to influence your environment, your society, contribute to the well-being of the global development, and let your name be imprinted on the walls everywhere you go. It's indeed a pleasure to have all of you graduate. Once again, congratulations. Thank you.
Today is a day to graduate, and I'm very happy to see you graduate. Graduation is part of transition, and today you are transitioning as a transformed leader. I want to wish you all the very best and congratulations. It has been a journey the last 10 weeks with you, and surely I can confirm that you are a transformed leader. Remember, a leader is a leader if they have followers. And action, accountability, and resilience is now what defines you. Congratulations on your graduation. I want to wish you all the very best. It has been a joy and a pleasure to interact with you, to share knowledge with you, and to work together towards a transformative leadership for the society that we are in. Thank you for choosing JAGILS, and we hope to have provided quality education and transformative leadership that you desired. Congratulations.
Valedictorian speech by Ivy Beauty Amate. Good day, esteemed commencement speaker, Mr. Gabriel Nee Kome Adams, Executive Director, Professor Dr. Samuel Jacobs-Abbey, distinguished facilitators and mentors of the Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies, proud families and friends, and my fellow graduates. We thank the Almighty God for the gift of this day. Today stands as a defining milestone in our lives, a moment where perseverance meets purpose and dreams begin to take an even greater meaning. Standing here as a valedictorian is both a privilege and a responsibility, and I'm deeply honored to represent a cohort that has demonstrated commitment to excellence. When we began this journey in the Executive Strategic Leadership Management Program, we expected an ordinary online class. Trust me, it was anything but ordinary. This was a program that challenged us at every turn with vigorous assignments, deep class discussions, and the quizzes that demanded our best. The Executive Director, Professor Dr. Samuel Jacobs-Abbey, and his team paid attention to every detail, holding us accountable week after week with topics that did not just change our lives, but who we are as well. It sparked a behavioral change. The 10 weeks culminated in a week project and defense, with each team name representing the core value of this noble institution. These are trust, honesty, resilience, courage, fearless, focus, vision, and integrity. These were not just names. They were daily reminders of who we were becoming. They evoked in us a deeper sense of duty, a stronger will to persevere, a commitment to lead with character long even after grades were given. What defined us is not the absence of obstacles, but our determination to rise above them. We learned that leadership is not just about authority. It is about influence, integrity, and service. It is about making decisions that create value, inspire others, and leave lasting legacy. This program has equipped us with more than knowledge. It has shaped our mindset. We have learned to think strategically, act decisively, and lead with accountability and purpose. But beyond these theories and frameworks, we have built something that is more valuable. That is friendship, collaboration, and shared experiences. As we step into the next phase of our lives, we must remember that leadership is a continuous journey. The world we are entering is dynamic and ever-changing, and it calls for leaders who are adaptable, innovative, and grounded in strong values. Let us be those leaders that will challenge the status quo, leaders that will create opportunities where none exist, and leaders that will uplift others as they climb. To our families and loved ones, we say thank you. To my son Denzel Yaotieku Anoche, thank you very much for understanding the assignment and giving me the room to take up this course. Your patience and love has made this possible. Thank you to Dr. Patrick Essien, the founder of Molex Foundation Africa, for giving us this opportunity. I also want to say thank you very much to the lecturers and mentors of this noble institution. We are grateful for your dedication and passion. From the Executive Director, Professor Dr. Samuel Jacobs-Abbey, whose passion and dedication have shaped his team and through them shaped us as leaders. I will recommend this institution to the world because lives are truly transformed. To our supervisor, Mr. Christopher Dapa of Team Trust, and to Miss Gifty Glakpe, thank you for being an amazing team member. The dedication and spirit of teamwork from both of you were very instrumental in our success as winners of this project Work Difference. To Mr. Atutex Daniel, my study partner, thank you for your support, collaboration, and countless hours spent pushing each other to excel. You made this journey more meaningful. And also, I extend my warmest congratulations to Miss Charlotte Owusu and my co-valedictorian. As the Executive President of Molex Foundation Africa, I have come to deeply embrace our belief that true leadership goes beyond personal success. It is rooted in our services, our impact, and in our commitment to giving back to the society. This philosophy has shaped my journey and strengthened my conviction that leadership must always be purposeful and people-centered. Finally, congratulations to all my fellow graduates of Cohort 6 of this Executive Strategic Leadership Management Program. We have worked hard, we have grown, and today we celebrate our success. The future is not something we wait for, it is something we create. Congratulations to us all. Thank you.
Valedictorian speech by Ms. Charlotte Owusu-Ansah, Cohort 6 graduation ceremony, Executive Strategy Leadership Management, the Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership. Distinguished guests, respected faculty, other dignitaries, proud families, cherished colleagues, and my fellow graduates of Cohort 6, good day. Today is not simply a graduation ceremony. It's a celebration of resilience, discipline, sacrifice, and transformation. It is a day that reminds us that when vision meets commitment, excellence becomes inevitable. Standing here as a co-valedictorian is both a privilege and a responsibility. I accept this honor with gratitude, humility, and deep appreciation to everyone who has contributed to this journey. This recognition is not mine alone. It belongs to every person who believed in me, challenged me, supported me, and prayed for me. My journey through the Executive Strategic Leadership Program has not been an easy one. I came with dreams, ambitions, and expectations, but along the way, I encountered sleepless nights, deadlines, demanding projects, personal sacrifices, and moments of doubt. Yet here I stand today, stronger, wiser, and more prepared to lead with purpose. This program has taught me that leadership is not about titles, positions, or authority. Leadership is about service. It is about vision. It is about influence rooted in integrity. It's about lifting others whilst climbing ourselves. And most importantly, leadership is about creating solutions where others see obstacles. As graduates of these prestigious institutions, we carry more than certificates today. We carry responsibility. The world we enter is in need of ethical leaders, courageous thinkers, compassionate decision makers, and people who will choose progress over excuses. We must become the generation of leaders who transform institutions, empower communities, and inspire change. Let us remember that success is never accidental. It is built daily through consistency, sacrifice, and determination. The lessons we have learned here must not remain in classrooms or textbooks. They must be reflected in our workplaces, businesses, communities, and homes. To my fellow graduates, today marks the end of one chapter, but most importantly, the beginning of another. Let us live here with confidence but humility. Let us pursue greatness but never forget service. Let us aim high but never lose our values. Let us become leaders whose impact speaks louder than our words. I would like to use this opportunity to acknowledge and sincerely appreciate individuals whose support has made this journey meaningful. To Professor Abbey, our lead facilitator for this program, thank you for your visionary leadership, wisdom, and commitment to grooming transformational leaders. To Dr. Patrick Essien, founder of Molex Foundation, thank you for seeing the need to enroll me in this program and investing in my growth and development. To Dr. S.W. Kun, my accountability partner during our project work, thank you for your guidance, patience, and scholarly support. To Mr. and Mrs. Anderson, the parents I can always cry on, thank you for your love, encouragement, and for always motivating me to push harder. To Ato Texan Daniel, my steady partner, thank you for your collaboration, support, and shared determination throughout this journey. To Team Honesty, my project group members, thank you for your teamwork, commitment, and unity we demonstrated together. And to everyone who cheered me up, encouraged me, believed in me, and stood by me, I am deeply grateful. A special congratulations to Ivy Beauty, my co-valedictorian and my executive director. Your excellence and dedication are inspiring, and I celebrate this achievement with you wholeheartedly. And to all my fellow graduates of Cohort 6, congratulations. We did not merely complete a program, but we conquered a challenge, embraced growth, and prepared ourselves for greater assignments ahead. As I conclude, let me leave us with this thought. The future does not belong to those who wait, but it belongs to those who prepare, who act, and who dare to lead. Today we graduate, tomorrow we lead, forever we inspire. Congratulations class of Cohort 6. I still live with my alma mater, Abercrombie Senior High School slogan, Ejumazon Wie Nkunyimzi, Aiko.
Day of graduation, and so many congratulations. So when I think of you as the future leaders, I know you're walking into a world that has many issues, from racism to poverty to war to climate crisis, and yet all of this is resolvable. It's up to you. And how do we do that? We care beyond our own personal self. We care for others. We do what we can, the best we can. And so when I think of you as executive leaders, what does that mean? How will you be good in the world? How will you be a good leader? And what I've learned in my years of walking forward is that you, in a way, design your own path. You move forward with conviction, with harmlessness, with meaning good in the world, and you do what you can, because that's all you can do. But to know that you leave this world a better place than when you came into it. And that's up to you. So a leader for others and an organizer and a strategizer, you need to understand that you stand in a place which is very critical now. You're the pioneers of what new thinking is. And you have the ability and the opportunity to change everything in this world now. We need you. We need you to stand for what is good, and we need you to take steps to make it happen. Not to just think it, because words are easy, but beyond words are deeds, and that's what you must do. And in those deeds, it's always considering the other as the self. Now, to learn that level of compassion takes a lot of work, because you have to be at ease with yourself first before you can care for another. So how do you learn that deep compassion? Compassion means to bring together, to be united as one. Yes. And so I invite you to think about a leadership role as one that stands for honor and truth and commitment and dedication, and gives one's life for it. Because what else is there? Success is a reflection of knowing you've done the best you can for as many people as possible and for all of life. Really. The money is a byproduct. It's not the focus. Believe me. It is the ride that you ride through life. But it's not who you are, and it's not what you do. And there are many ways to be a good leader. You can be a good leader by caring for a poor animal on the street that has been run over by a car. It's taking the initiative to care. And in that caring, people are aware that there is a certain way of behaving. And that way of behaving is what makes the world better or worse. So choose better and do what you can. Yeah, when I think about all of you and all that you're learning and all that you are, I appreciate it. I think deeply on it, and I know what it takes. First, you have to put yourself in order. You have to come to peace with who you are. And none of us are great, and none of us are perfect, but we can look at our issues and work on them and take time to sort it out, and then begin to care for all the other human beings around us and think. I even advocate politically not to be so angered by what's bad in the world, but think about what are solutions and take actions. And then you'll feel good about who you are, because that's it, versus against something. Because when you're against something, you're using all your energies to make a world, a place that isn't what you want. If you use your energies for believing and doing what you know is right, then the world becomes a better place. Please, for our children and our children's sake, give what you can. Do what is best. Know in your heart that you have an opportunity to build a house that works for everyone. And that's what we need in this world. Everyone counts. And if you can see yourself as part of that, it's wonderful. Then living a good life feels good because you radiate caring and love. And love is great. I think if you look at Dr. Sammy Abbey Jacobs, you would see here is a human being who strives to be the best he can and is doing such good work. I'm so proud of him because he worked with me, or I worked with him, who knows. But in the end, look who he is, and that makes me so happy. The ripple effect. And now you are the ripple effect, and let us ripple throughout the world. Congratulations on this very momentous day, because it is the start of a new beginning. The sun is rising, and it's a beautiful day. Give what you can generously from your heart to others, and all will be good in the world. You'll see. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and blessings for life.
Good day. Captain Tabitha Simmons Dazi, ear, nose, and throat nurse specialist at 37 Military Hospital, Accra, Ghana, and also the board chair for Mullet Foundation Africa. I enrolled in the Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies, Cohort 2026 cohort, and I've really learned a lot. It's an institution that is well organized. Everything was on point. The lectures, even especially Prof can lecture you for 4 hours, and there's nothing like boring. Like you want to learn more. And in fact, the assignments, the quizzes, the discussion posts, they were all intellectual, activities that you need to sit behind a computer for hours to be able to put things together to present an academic work. And seriously, it has really improved my skills in terms of leadership and management. In fact, I learned a lot in the 10 weeks, and what really triggered me much, like I needed to learn more to the extent that I want to even enroll in another course, is the emotional intelligence. In fact, we know that especially with the ladies, when we are in the managerial positions, at times we add some emotions when we are making decisions. And it has taught me a lot that even when you want to make a decision, you just have to sit and reflect. Would this decision improve on the performance of your team? What will be the impact and the aftermath or the end results? And they even taught us something about entrepreneurship. I always know that when you are entering into the entrepreneurship market, the world, you are thinking of money and the profit making. But I was taught in the class that it's about branding, producing quality work, and ensuring the sustainability of your products. And at the end of the day, when everything is on point and is sustained, the money aspect will come without you struggling to make the profits. So we have learned a lot. In fact, when my founder, Dr. Patrick Essien, was enrolling us into the program, we didn't know that we were going to learn a lot about it, but he was sure because he knows the man or the owner, Prof is a top-notch, professor, good at lecturing. Everything was on point and superb. The impact has been felt, and so I will entreat everyone out there seriously, because even with this cohort, we met a lot of people with diverse professional backgrounds, and it puts you out there. It makes you socialize. It's more of networking, and seriously, you go beyond your professional enclave, which makes you more capable of fitting into other places. And our founder, Dr. Patrick Essien, said, we need to impact the society, we need to give back to society, but I need to empower my leaders. So he has enrolled us, and we have been empowered. Seriously, nobody will go through this 10 weeks program and then tell you, I've not learned anything. Everything, the lectures their deliveries were on point. So it's a well-structured institution, and I entreat everyone to enroll. Prof, God bless you for impacting the world globally. In fact, Ghana is proud of you, Africa is proud of you, and the world is proud of you for putting together such a wonderful academic platform. I'm going to thank my CEO and my founder, Dr. Patrick Essien, too, for trusting and believing in us that when he empowers us as leaders in Mullet Foundation Africa, the world will be a better place for everyone to live. And we are not going to disappoint Prof and Doc and everyone that has trusted us to this level. I encourage everyone. Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies. It is the way, it is the new wave that every leader, every management staff should enroll, and it's going to improve your knowledge, your managerial skills, seriously. And when you enroll, you are not going to be the same, and you are going to impact the world. Thank you. I pray the Lord continue to grant you the knowledge and the wisdom to continue running this institution to impact the world. We are grateful, and this knowledge is going to show, and we are not going to disappoint. We are going to put whatever we have learned out there for the glory of God. We thank you. We adore you. God bless you.
Distinguished faculty members, fellow graduates, esteemed alumni, honored guests, and the entire Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies community. My name is Hope Amenya, the head of Internal Audit Function, the Ghanaian Local Government Service. And today, I stand before you deeply honored and grateful to share my journey of Cohort 6 of the Executive Strategic Leadership Management Program. When I began this program, I came with a strong foundation in accountability and public financial management. However, JAGILS has expanded my perspective beyond compliance to strategic leadership. I have learned that leadership is not only about enhancing controls, but also influencing systems, strengthening institutions, and driving sustainable impact within our communities. As the head of internal audit function, my role has always been to ensure transparency and safeguard public resources. But through this program, I have gained a deeper appreciation for proactive leadership, that is, anticipating risks, shaping policy compensations, and contributing to governance at higher strategic level. This journey demanded resilience. Balancing the responsibility of public service with academic rigor was not easy. There was a long night, tight deadlines, and a moment of doubt, but also a moment of clarity, growth, and transformation. have emerged more confident, more strategic, more committed to excellence in their service. I'm especially grateful to our able mentors, esteemed alumni, and my fellow cohort members. Your insights, experience, and support have enriched this journey in ways I will always value. Together, we build more than knowledge. More importantly, we build a network of purpose-driven leaders. To our cherished faculty members, Professor Samuel Jacobs-Abbey, Professor Edward Otuahene, Professor Caroline, Professor Amma, Reverend Dr. Bodo, and Emmanuel Osei, also love to be called Manuel, and the entire leadership of JAGILS, we say a big thank you for equipping us with tools to lead effectively in complex environments. Your dedication continues to shape leaders who will drive change across sectors. I remember March 16, 2026 with absolute clarity. That day, I was one of the ESLM delegates from Kumasi, Ghana, who visited Professor Jacobs-Abbey at Lancaster Hotel in Accra. Prof, your word to us that we must be intentional, demonstrate leadership, affirmation, and confirmation. These words were quick, powerful, sharper than any two-edged sword. They pierced through my soul and spirit, challenging the very thoughts and intentions of my heart. This encounter marked a true turnaround for my family and me. Prof, we remain forever grateful to you. As I graduate today, I carry not just qualification, but a renewed commitment to uphold integrity, to lead with vision, to contribute meaningful, to strengthening governance within Ghana's local government service. To my fellow graduates, this is our moment. More importantly, it's our responsibility. Let us go forward, lead with courage, serve with integrity, and make a lasting impact. Thank you and congratulations.
It is a privilege to introduce to us today a guest of honor whose services have been invaluable to the Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies, JAGILS. This guest is an academic, an NGO management and community development expert, a youth development coach, a civil rights activist, philanthropist, and a politician. He is the founder and executive director of the New Vision Foundation International, NVFI, an NGO dedicated to impacting lives and transforming communities. And he's also a managing partner of the G&G Quality Services Company Limited. He holds a bachelor's degree in social sciences, a master of science in NGO studies and management, and a master of philosophy in NGO studies and community development. He also holds a diploma in business studies, a diploma in social behavior and conflict management, diploma in basic computer software, a certificate in public relations and strategic communications, a certificate in advanced research and academic publication from Presbyterian University College, Ghana, a certificate in governance and law from GIMPA, and a certificate in NGO management also from GIMPA, Ghana. Through effective leadership, team building, and strategic operational management, he has implemented solutions for achieving organizational objectives for over 15 years. He has made a profound impact on the Central Region's political landscape, showcasing exceptional leadership and a keen understanding of the needs of the natives of Central Region via his role as a chief administrator of the New Democratic Congress Party, NDC. His unwavering commitment to democratic principles, justice, and equality has garnered him recognition and admiration across the political spectrum, solidifying his place as a worthy recipient of the prestigious Global Citation of Honor from the Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies in Virginia, USA. He is currently the Central Regional Secretary of the ruling National Democratic Congress Party in Ghana, a council member of the Ghana Employers Council, an executive director of Glaco Holdings Limited, and a board chairman of the G&G Quality Services Company Limited. I could go on and on and on with his achievements. Ladies and gentlemen, with a resounding applause, let's welcome the acting global president of the Inspirers Alumni Network of the Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies and a 2023 ESLM program alumni of JAGILS, Mr. Gabriel Ni Adams. Thank you.
Hello, wonderful graduates of Cohort 6 of the Executive Strategic Leadership Management Program, ESLM26 of the Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies. It is a great honor and privilege to stand before you today to address you as a commencement speaker of today's special event of the Jacobs-Abbey Education Center. I am much privileged for two reasons. The first reason is that I am the acting global president of the Inspirers Alumni Network of the Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies, Global Alumni Network. Secondly, I was also a cohort who also graduated just as we are graduating today in 2023. And in my time, I was honored with a citation of honor, which I received at the annual gala in the United States of America in 2024. Also, I am also a recipient of the Dr. Nina Mayoff Global Leadership Award in the United States of America, where I received that award as a result of my dedication, commitments, and my strategic focus on leadership academic studies with the Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute. Let me thank the management and leadership of the Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies for this unique opportunity to serve as commencement speaker of today's graduating class of the Jacobs-Abbey Executive Strategic Leadership Management Program. Distinguished alumni, partners of the Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies, JAGILS, faculty members, management and leadership of JAGILS, colleagues, friends, and graduates of the ESLM program of 2026, the 6 cohorts of this very important program. Ladies and gentlemen, we meet today at a very turning point in the history of this institution. This institution having trained very important personalities who are playing relevant and very important role in today's society and working in diverse fields of the economy of various countries, playing roles as academicians, playing roles as engineers, and being able to use their leadership skills acquired from JAGILS to impact the very space that they find themselves. I believe that we all agree that the world is accelerating at a very rapid speed. In terms of technology, in terms of ideas, in terms of action, in terms of practice, in our various fields of endeavors, being it management, being science, being it economic, management, finance, and technical services. Every space is advancing and accelerating at a very rapid speed. In terms of the policies that are shaping how things are being done in today's world, everything is going at a speedy rate. That is rapid acceleration of the space that we find ourselves in today in the world. Now, these technology ideas and movements that are reshaping our lives, that is more faster than ever before, is a thing that we need to look at. And these issues and problems can be addressed only by leadership. The leadership skills that we've acquired through our learning of this strategic management program given to us by Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies. Now, amid this rapid and galloping of change that we find ourselves in this world today, or in the world today, one truth that shines through is progress without inclusion is incomplete. And I want to repeat again, progress without inclusion is incomplete. As you bring your training to a close and forge ahead in your endeavors, make sure that you are an agent of transformation that is ready to empower emerging voices. Make sure that you are an agent of change that is empowering emerging voices. It is both a privilege and a profound responsibility to stand before you today under the banner of our 2026 theme, Empowering Emerging Voices in an Age of Acceleration. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this theme is not just timely, but it is very urgent. And I repeat, it is very urgent. This theme calls on all of us to first and foremost listen more and listen deeply. It calls on us to lift more intentionally our voices, very strategically and very high. It also calls on us to lead more courageously so that the voices that are shaping tomorrow are heard today. Emerging voices are the heartbeat of transformation. Yes, they are. They are because today, the young leaders daring to reimagine governance are the heartbeats of transformation. The innovators designing solutions for communities are the heartbeats of transformation. The advocates demanding justice are the heartbeats of transformation. The dreamers who refuse to accept that the future must be look like the past are the heartbeats of transformation. These voices reminds us that leadership is not about titles. It is about courage, and I mean courage. It is about the willingness to speak truth and speaking truth to power, regardless of whatever the repercussions are. It is to challenge conventions that are not right, and it is to inspire hope in today's generation. When these voices are empowered, they do not just change conversations, they change the destinies, and for that matter, the destinies of not just people, but destinies of institutions, destiny of the society, and destinies of countries and the world at large. When we talk about acceleration, we are talking about acceleration that can feel overwhelming, but it is also our greatest opportunity to transform leadership that will impact positively and meaningfully in the lives of people and society. It also allows us to amplify ideas faster and connect across borders more deeply. More importantly, it helps us to solve challenges more and boldly. As an alumni of the Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies, JAGILS, a proud one, of course, a proud alumni, we are more than witness to this age because we are the architects of it. Because we have been trained and we've been mentored and we'll be prepared to be transformational leaders. And so we are. Our network is the bridge, of course, that transformative leadership can, through us, okay. Firstly, we mentor. So emerging leaders rise with confidence. We, the graduates and cohorts of this sixth session of this very important institution, we will have to share knowledge. We share wisdom, and we are going to share what we've been taught about leadership. So that wisdom is not locked in silos, but spread across communities and countries. We must open doors so that acceleration does not leave anyone behind the door. It is important as we graduate today to also note that transformational leadership must rise to this moment with 3 specific commitments. First, listen with intention, because every emerging voice carries a perspective the world needs. Every emerging voice carries a perspective the world needs. We must live with purpose, because empowerment is not charity, it is justice. We must lead with a vision, because leadership must be bold enough to embrace change and humble enough to share power. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, faculty members, leadership and management of JAGILS, acceleration without empowerment is chaos. Empowerment without acceleration is stagnation. But together, acceleration and empowerment becomes transformation. Therefore, we must take note that the boldness of leadership is when we have the effect called transformation. Let us, the leaders who ensured that the future is not only fast, but fair. Not only innovative, but inclusive. Not only global, but deeply human. Carry this motto with you in every conversation, every program, and every act of leadership that you find yourself in any capacity of leadership. Empower the voice, shape the pace, and transform the age. As I conclude my speech, I would like to share with you a maxim that was expressed by one of the world's and Africa's greatest presidents, the former female president of Malawi, Joyce Banda, who said, and I quote, "It is not the number of degrees or academic certificates you acquire that matters, or that makes you achieve greater heights in life. But it is what you use that certificate acquired for. It's what matters. Most importantly, impact and transformation in every space you find yourself in. Therefore, I urge you all to use the knowledge acquired from this global institute, which has been, over the period, known for its transformative studies and leadership, to impact your very space you find yourself. Your family, your society, your various institutions, and anywhere you find yourself, apply the tools of leadership very well. Let me also remind you that leadership is an action word and not just a spoken word. So it means that as a leader, you must walk your talk. Whatever you say must be carried out with integrity. The doing of what you say borders on your integrity. So therefore, it is very important that you note that as you exit from this prestigious institution. Leadership is also about sacrifice. So as a leader, you must always think about the people you lead first and not yourself. Very, very important. You must also be a leader of focus, a leader of strategic focus. You must always forecast what lies ahead You must think about tomorrow as much as you think about today. And that is a principle that you must uphold as you move out of this institution. Leadership is about true dedication and commitment to achieving your mission, your objectives, and your vision. So everything you do as a leader must be genuine and must have true reflections of the objective that you want to achieve. Leadership ultimately is also about loyalty, and leadership is about results. Finally, leadership is about transformative solutions. Therefore, you must always look at how to solve problems as a leader. Therefore, you must always consult, and you must make sure that whatever you do as a leader is a reflection of the thoughts, collective thoughts of your people, and not just a decision that you have taken unilaterally. I am very proud of you as today's cohorts who are walking out of the gates of JAGILS. Just as I was also in that position in the year 2023, when I was also a cohort like you. I'm very proud of you. I believe that your family is very proud of you. I believe that the entire leadership of JAGILS is very proud of you. I believe that you must certainly be proud of yourself for achieving this height in academic institutions such as JAGILS. It is my prayer and hope that you use the knowledge acquired through this strategic and transformative leadership program at JAGILS to empower people, create solutions, and make impacts in your various societies, institutions, transform and shape your various societies and the future of the people that you serve. It is my prayer that the Almighty God will protect all of us and will grant us life, long life, good health, that we may meet again on the platform of the Global Inspires Alumni Network of JAGILS. I believe that as acting global president of this very institution, we would work together to accelerate the development of this great institution in terms of our alumni programs. And I believe that having graduated from this institution and per the policy of the alumni group, you are automatically an alumni of this institution. Therefore, I wish to congratulate all of you for being able to stand the test of time and for achieving this great success. May God bless JAGILS, may God bless you all, and may God bless us all. Thank you very much for your attention.
We have come to the most important part of our program, which is the conferring of advanced diploma certification to our students. And I want to say to our students, you have worked hard, you have toiled hard, you have spent a lot of your energy to accomplish this purpose. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies, today I confer on you an advanced diploma in executive strategic leadership. God bless you.
Distinguished graduates, esteemed faculty, proud families, and honored guests, this moment marks the culmination of perseverance, dedication, and academic excellence. As we now call the names of these outstanding graduates, please listen with pride, for each name represents a story of resilience, a journey of growth, and a future filled with promise. May this recognition serve not only as a celebration of achievement, but as an inspiration for the remarkable paths that lie ahead. Amo Kamel, Hubert Fujunjom, Kwabna Aining, Aaron Amponsam Kwatain, Hope Amenya, Emmanuel Osei Jumo, James Owusu Boache, Abubakar Ayman, Awudu Razak, Celestina Apia, Sarah Atbila, Solomon Buama Opoku, Gifty Glakpe, Edward Wiafe, Frank Ofori Bempa, Frank Caleb Boateng, Daniel Atotexin, Dominic Ebo Ahin, Esther Nana Ifua Kumi Roxen, Tabitha Simons Dadzi, Patrick Essien, Charlotte Owusu Ansa, Ivy Beauty Amate, Shadrach Akrofi Kweku, Saeed Abdul Aziz, and Kwesi Kwateng. I encourage you all to let this day be a reminder that you have risen to challenges, embraced knowledge, and proven your strength. As you continue your journey, be bold with your ideas, carry your achievements with confidence, and pursue your dreams with courage. We celebrate you today, and we look forward to the extraordinary impact you will make tomorrow. Congratulations to each of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Samuel Jacobs-Abbey. Greetings. It's a great honor to be called upon to give the vote of thanks today. And I'm especially delighted to do this on this august occasion. We first of all want to thank God because it's just by His grace that we are alive and well and we are able to see today. For accepting our invitation to be a commencement speaker, we are extremely grateful. We ask that God will bless you. We also thank Dr. Nina Meyerhoff, the President of the Children of the Earth, for her goodwill message. Thank you for your continued support. We also want to mention our Board of Trustees. Thank you very much for your hard work. And a special mention also goes to the faculty. Thank you for showing up very well prepared and for all the knowledge that you imparted during these 10 weeks. We also want to thank the graduation committee. Thank you for your hard work. It's all that we can see today, and we are extremely grateful. And also to all the students, thank you for taking this leap of faith with us. Thank you for showing up for these 10 weeks. Thank you for coming up every day, ready to learn, ready to put your best foot forward and do your best. And we wish you all the very best in all your endeavors. We are looking up to you to go and make an impact and change your world. We also want to thank all the friends and family who made it today to support. Without you, we would not be here. Thank you very much. And last but not the least, we want to thank the visionary, Dr. Samuel Jacobs-Abbey. You have done a wonderful job. We are looking forward to many, many great things ahead. Thank you all very much and wishing you all the very best for the years ahead. Thank you.